Hello, hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking. I am Nova Ravenswood, and you are now watching Witch to Witch. And this is a channel where I share witchy ideas, book recommendations, demonstrations on things you can make yourself, and all that good stuff. So, thank you for clicking. Hi, hello, welcome if you are new to my channel. Please click that subscribe button if you like my content, and a big thumbs up because it really helps my channel and me to continue bringing this and to continue helping and to continue growing myself, because it does take a lot to put yourself out there. Not gonna lie, it was much harder than I thought it would ever be, but I'm doing it, so here we are. Before we get into it, as usual, I am not getting paid for any marketing or sponsorships or advertising yet. So everything I know, I am just sharing the knowledge with you. So let's dive right onto it. So today's episode is going to be about the waning moon and different things that you can do with it. Now, tonight is the last full moon, so if you are tuning in, get yourself out there. Make sure you get some moon water going, maybe some elixirs with the full moon, and making sure that you are all gravy and kind of closing that cap for the last full moon. Tomorrow, you are going to start some things if you want. Traditionally, the waning moon is used to work on things that you want to release or get rid of. For example, illness, negative people or situations, but ultimately it's a time of release and healing and remembering to think about yourself, love yourself, continue to learn your inner self, the things that attuning yourself, and working on that, as well as doing different things to release. So it is a good time to clean out herbs that you don't use. Being able to make room for the continuing month, moon cycle, I should say. So get rid of things that you don't need, whether that be literal objects or things that you're holding within yourself. Now, what I mean by that is that we all hold grudges or negative feelings, and we can't help it. We are human. But as witchy or magical people, we have the ability to learn to let those things go. The more you hold on to those things, the more they will weigh you down. And it does take a physical toll on you, not just mentally, a physical toll. So during the waning moon, not just cleaning out the clutter, not just, taking a bath and releasing all of that negative crap, but it's also a really good time to start journaling if you have not, and expressing yourself in a way that you can release the things that are holding you back, are blocking you from doing the things that you want to do. Those negative thoughts and feelings, they are human feelings, but the more you grow as a magical person, the more you will realize it's much easier just to, there's no point. There's no point. And I'm saying that as an older lady who's probably older than most of the women on here, besides a few that I found. But I am in my mid 30s. I have lived life. I have held grudges. I have held on to things that no matter what I wanted to do with it, there was no purpose to it. And it literally it sucked me dry. It was like a sponge just sucking all of my energy. And I know you know how I feel because everybody does it, including women. Women are terrible at it, and sensitive men. You guys, we just, including if you're an empath, you have a tendency of holding on to other people's feelings. I am that way. I am very much so that way. I am a Leo. I am on the cusp of a Cancer and a Leo. I'm the first day of a Leo. And I really have a bad habit of thinking that other people's problems are my problems. And I have learned over time and years that They're not my problems. And these are things that you want to release during the waning moon. You want to better your physical and mental health and continue growing as a magical person. And the more you aren't holding on to crap that is absolutely unnecessary, literally makes your magic so much more powerful because you don't have that in your head. You don't have that constant voice yelling at you. You can't do it. Da da da. And that's how I was like for YouTube, putting myself out here. I contemplated it for years. I wanted to do it back in 2007 when I was super young and YouTube was becoming a thing. But I let negative influences and situations and people take the better part of me. And it took a long time to let that go. And that is what the waning moon is for. It is a good time to grab some herbs that are corresponding with the moon, with the day, with the situation, and or just grabbing herbs that resonate with you. It doesn't even have to. You're the magical person. You're the one that holds those things. So if you go into a cabinet like mine and things just kind of pop out at you, just throw them in a sachet. Here, we'll show you this little. Now you can get these at the dollar store, which I think that was in my last video, but we'll go ahead and do this again. So they are kind of like in the gift section area, and these are perfect for filling up stuff for your bath, for your magical bath, whether it be a bath of any kind, it doesn't really matter. So either way, get your hands on some of these. They are great to be able to put in there so you're not, in there with floating objects and terrified they might, never mind. I'll let your imagination take on that one. But you feel me on there. It is also a great time to literally start your journal for the new moon cycle. I don't recommend starting it tonight since tonight is the last full moon. Continue doing your full moon stuff tonight, and maybe later this evening kind of jot down some ideas that you would like to do for the waning moon. And there is a plethora of information out there. If you have a ton of books like myself, you'll find something that has to pertain to the moon. Miss Silver, she's got something in all of her books for moon stuff. There are a lot of books out there that pertain to the moon and the different things that you can do for each moon cycle. There are also a million blogs out there that can give you ideas. Now, again, try to make these things your own because this is your magical practice. Therefore, you need to make it your own. Okay? So, maybe get yourself out a notebook, like kind of what I use here for my YouTube here, my Pinterest, and all my other obstacles, and write on it what you're using it for, and continue using it for just that. And if you want a smaller one, get a smaller one. You can go to the dollar store. They have these cute little ones. I put one in my car just because I'm always thinking of things while I'm driving, or I always have paper everywhere with me because I'm always thinking of things. I've always been a creative person with a million thoughts going in my head at a million miles an hour, and don't really know what to do with it. I also have a voice recorder on my phone, so if that's easier for you, there are a few awesome free apps for voice recording, and they're also really good if you decide to play with a Ouija board by yourself. I do recommend doing a voice recorder just because if the board does move on you, it will move quickly most of the time, and you aren't going to have time to spell it out. So just saying. That is for a whole different subject, but if you decide to, be wise about it. But the waning moon, here, Maybe think about any messages that you feel like you received, like yesterday. My son and I went to a huge circle. We went from Walla Walla to Pendleton to Hermiston to Umatilla back here. It was a great day. We ended up on the water out in Umatilla. Umatilla has a huge forest. It's hundreds of acres, but it's gorgeous. The wind was going like 35 miles an hour, but it was still a great adventure with my kiddo. We have a great time no matter what we do. But I am always on the search for the feather of the day. Now, every time we go out, I tend to find feathers. I have a huge vase full of all the feathers that I have found or he has found. And the ones that he finds, I put in his own little vase. As maybe just I kind of read into him for him to see maybe who's watching over him and stuff like that. It's just me and him against the world, so you do what you do. But I came across finally two white feathers stuck together. And I don't know if you have an idea of what feathers represent, but white is your spirit guide telling you that you are on the right path and that you are doing good. And that really made my day yesterday because I never ever find a white feather. I swear it. I'm always looking at like brown and white, black and white, orange and white ones. So these are signs. If you feel like you've gotten signs and messages kind of with the universe, maybe again, get yourself a notebook. If you feel like you're getting those and you're not understanding kind of how to read them, maybe write them down and then come back to them, do some research on it. And the more that you get more intuitive with your magic, the more you will understand. But again, witchcraft is a lifetime journey of learning, and it's always ever changing and always ever awesome. There's always new stuff to learn. And even if it's not part of your path, having that knowledge and an understanding for other magical sides of the spectrum is really good thing to have. So just saying, it's a good time to maybe write down anything that you feel was a sign. If you got pooped on the head by a bird, that's actually very good luck. If a black cat crossed your path, honestly, I'm one that believes that that is a good luck thing, not a bad luck thing. I had one actually back up right before he ran out in front of me as I braked the car. So I felt that was interesting. But the major thing is letting go. Just letting go of everything that's happened in this last moon cycle. And just getting rid of that baggage that you do not need and keeping what you feel was worth keeping. That goes for people, situations, ideas. I'm always writing different ideas for different content. That's not it. That's not it. And then you finally come to that magicalness and you're just like, that's it. But I do want to do moon phase kind of ones. And then I actually came up with a really great book idea. And so I'm going to continue with the book that I'm doing now. But I feel like after what happened yesterday, I had quite a few signs happen while we were out on our journey. And so when that came to me on our drive home, I immediately grabbed my notebook and wrote that down. And I feel like that's kind of where I'm supposed to be heading, if that makes any sense. But again, letting go of physical and mental baggage. Get rid of things you don't need in your house. It is now spring, whether it feels like it or not. It is a good time because we do have a tendency of getting more in the summertime. We are out shopping, we're out thrifting, we're out yard selling, we're always continuously bringing in things. So get rid of the things that no longer resonate with you or speak to you, or things that you feel like you just don't, it's just not there anymore. Cleaning your physical home, getting rid of cobwebs, letting the feng shui go through your home, making sure that the energy flows. There are a million different ways and ideas online to figure that one out. I do have a few great books on feng shui and how to make your home more energy, the cycling of energy going through your home. So I'm like literally trying to hold a burp back. But that is the waning moon kind of in a gist. And again, do your own research. Figure out what kind of will work with you. Reflect and make space. So reflecting, writing down, again, in a journal. Again, I have a million of them, ones I don't even write in yet. You know, I see one that resonates with me, I grab it because I will regret it if I don't, because I never seem to have it once I go back. But reflect and make space, whether that's in your head or in your home. Again, it really is just about letting it all go. Think about where you're currently at in your situation. Like me, I'm currently home all the time, so I've had to rethink different things, different routines, different ideas, and maybe focus on that kind of stuff. Really, where are you now, and where do you want to be by the next full moon? Okay. Again, there's a lot to be researched. There's a lot to be learned out there. This is like literally the very bottom of the pyramid for moon cycles, let alone the waning moon. But do your research. Buy some books. If you are adamantly wanting to be a magical person or a witch, it is going to not just save your life, you're going to have knowledge that will never leave you. I mean, you know what I mean. It's knowledge that is great in so many ways, and it makes you feel that much more powerful the more knowledge that you hone. Okay, so again, do some reflecting. Make a bath sachet. Let yourself soak in, and let the old go down the drain. There we go. And start over anew. Because here we go. Ta-da! So I love you guys. Again, if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I am very much so trying to make a very wonderful life for my son and putting myself out there to succeed for myself. And I cannot succeed without you guys. So if you have any ideas or thoughts, please leave them in the comment box below. If you want to make an appointment or speak with me, go ahead and reach out either via my website or my email. And follow me on Instagram. I am at Novas, NOVAS _the _witch 333. That was like a savage self-promotion, but that's okay. I got this. Thank you, you guys. I love you all. Stay magical, my friends.